let's dive into the details on our tow vehicle. It's a 2021 Ford F250 XLT Crew Cab 4x4. It's a 7.3 liter V8 gasoline engine and the 10-speed automatic transmission. The GVWR is 10,000 pounds, GCWR 21,800 pounds, maximum payload 3,049 pounds, base curb weight 6,951 pounds, maximum loaded trailer weight 14,700 pounds.
We did a ton of research in looking at tonneau covers for our truck. There's obviously a lot of different options and models and things available. Our primary requirements were something that's very, very secure and very weather tight. What we settled on is a Diamondback, which is made in Pennsylvania. It's all aluminum. It's very easy to install. No holes need to be drilled or anything like that. It's covered with the same material that's used for spray and bed liners, so it's very durable. You'll notice this has clamps, if you can see them. There's 4 clamps on the corners, and it will, in fact, it's rated to carry 400 pounds. So if you choose to, you could strap something to the top of it. It's in 3 sections. The center section bolts down with 4 clamps and 4 bolts to the bed rail. No holes drilled or anything like that. The front section and the back section open independently. They're also very, very easy to remove if you want to take them off. In fact, the entire cover is very easy to remove if you have a situation where you need access to the full bed and you want to take it off. Our truck has a 6-foot 9-inch bed, so it's fairly large, but being that it's aluminum, it's also not very heavy. The front section and the back section have latches that lock, which is very nice. That gives us the security that we were interested in. The front section opens from the front. The hinges are obviously in the center, as you can see. So it has a safety mechanism so that if it were to pop open as you're going down the road, it's not going to blow off and cause ridiculous problems. So let's have a look at the latch. I'm going to step down off of this ladder and go over and show you how it opens. So if you can see the latch here, it's a little difficult to see. Maybe it's already unlocked. It's got a key right there. It locks with a key. Both the front and the back are keyed alike. We're simply going to turn it. We're going to pull it up. It's got gas shock, so it opens easily. This does have this mechanism here that catches it so it won't open. So you have to slip that up. And I'm going to try to do this with one hand. There it goes. And as you can see, it opens on its own with the gas shocks, which is very, very nice. Now in the front, we also ordered a drop-in storage bin made out of aluminum. That's also provided by Diamondback. I think you can see it fairly well here. It's 13 inches deep, runs all the way across. On either side, there's a little separate bin that's not quite as deep, and it simply drops in. They do recommend drilling some holes in the side of the bed rails and securing it. We elected not to do that. We're going to give it a go as is and see what happens. There's also space underneath of it for additional storage, so it's very nice. It also makes it easier to access things in the bin. This truck is big and we do need a ladder to get into it. It's very high. They're making these Fords, these 250s are very high. So the back one, we're going to show you how that opens. Again, same latch. This is probably a better view of the latch. We simply open it and this will lift up on its own on the gas shocks. And you have access to the bed. To close it, the back one has a strap. We're simply going to pull it down, close it, and latch it. And then one of the things we always do before we drive anywhere is lock that latch so that it doesn't rattle or move around and work its way loose. To close the front one, we're simply going to pull it down. It comes down, we're going to latch it, and it's latched. Last step would be, as I said, to lock it. Another thing we did to this truck, in addition to the bed cover, is this is a 2021 F250 Super Duty XLT. The XLT package does not come with any sort of a tailgate assist or dampener. So we purchased an OEM tailgate dampener and installed it ourselves. very easy to install, and you're going to see it lets the tailgate come down on its own very nicely and very smoothly. We love that. That's a really nice feature. I think Ford should include it on all of the pickup truck models. So we're pushing it up. There's no assist. You still have to push it up on your own. And as I said, we're going to close this, push it down, flip the latch, and then before we drive off, we lock everything up, and that's the bed cover. Okay, I wanted to talk a little bit about the hitch that we purchased for the truck. This particular truck has a 2.5-inch receiver, so the hitch is a 2.5-inch shank. We're going to be towing a variety of travel trailers, so we wanted a very versatile, easy to use hitch. We keep it in this box. Some people build wood containers to hold the hitches. This happens to fit very well in the box. So we're going to unbox it and put it on the truck. And I'll give you a little bit of information on how it works. It's a B&W stow and tow hitch. I have some gloves in here if I need them. I have hitch lube, which is very important to keep the hitch ball lubricated. We do have a spare set of hitch pins. We purchased some additional locking hitch pins. People like to steal hitches, so we went with the locking hitch pins. So I'm going to grab this and pull it out. These things, as you know, are very heavy. So I'm just going to set it down for now, and I'm going to move over and give you a look at it as it is right out of the box. It has 3 balls. It does not have a big nut that you have to torque down to spec to secure the ball. The ball's held in place, or the 3-ball assembly is held in place with a hitch pin, and the hitch pin comes out, and you can simply rotate it around to get the ball that's the desired size. The one that you see covered is the 2 5/16, which is most common for most travel trailers. Okay, I'm going to unlock the hitch pin for the shank and slide the trailer in. All these hitch pins are keyed alike, which makes it very, very easy. Basically, the key simply unscrews the cap, the hitch pin cap, if you will, that holds it in place. Inside are threads that go into the end of the pin. We're going to slide that out. I'm also going to slide out these other 2. Well, let's try this. I think it might make it into the receiver as is, which gives you a good visible on the stow and tow, which means that this simply flips under and can sit here if you're going to leave it on while driving down the road. We generally do not leave it on unless we're towing. I think I did say it's a B&W stow and tow. It's rated at 14,000 pounds with a 1,400 pound tongue weight rating, which is plenty for what we're going to be using it for. All right, I'm going to lock this one back into place. A couple turns on the key, make sure it's tight. Pull the key out, close the weather cap to keep the elements out. And that's what it looks like in its stow and tow position. Stowed, I should say. So to flip it, we have to take off these 2 pins. Obviously, it's much easier to deal with these pins if they're regular conventional pins, but conventional pins are certainly not secure. So we opted for security. Give me a minute while I undo these. There's that one. And we're going to take care of this one as well, if I can see it. Is these pins, by the way, are stainless steel, so we don't have to worry about rust or anything like that. Hitches do tend to take a beating. So to do this, we're going to hang on to the hitch via the ball on the other side. Pull these two pins out. This thing's heavy, so it's a little tricky to get the pins out. There we go. And this comes down. It does not come off, which is nice. It has to be removed from the hitch receiver to get it off. So we're going to slide this up. And this is a drop hitch as well as a rise hitch. Right now it's in a drop position. It's adjustable based on the particular trailer that you're going to be towing. You do want your trailer to be level, so this is great that it has the adjustment. Very easy to operate. So I'm just going to put one of these back on, and you'll see, and then I'll show you how the balls, you can change the ball very easily. So to rotate this is in its locked position at the moment. It's actually, I misspoke, it's rated at 14,500 pounds and a 1,450 pound tongue weight. There we go. Take this off. Takes just a couple minutes to get these off, but it's worthwhile to have the security. So this just comes out just like any other hitch pin. It's a little snug. These pins had labels on them, and the labels tend to make them a little tight. So as you can see, you just rotate it, slide the pin back in for whichever ball size is required. Very nice feature. So I'm going to slide this back in. And then the locking is the same thing all over again. We slide this back on. There are little gaskets here to keep the weather out of the lock, which is very nice. And we're locked. At this point, we're ready to grease the ball, hitch up, and go. Just have to put this other lock back on, and we'd be good to go.
Throughout the course of this video, you've heard me speak about numbers. Numbers are very important with regard to towing and safety. It's very important to know the numbers of your truck, know the numbers of your hitch, know the numbers of your hitch receiver, and of course know all the numbers associated with whatever trailer you may be towing. The picture that you're looking at currently is the sticker on our hitch receiver on the Ford truck. Some trucks, some hitches are rated with different numbers for a weight distribution hitch versus a weight carrying hitch. In this case, as you can see, both numbers are in fact the same. We have no affiliations with Ford, B&W hitches, or Diamondback, and we're not sponsored by any of those three either. These are simply products that we believe in and that we enjoy. Please hit the subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and share this video with friends.